that's maybe the real question is, if you don't have a SaaS or, kind of a lower cost platform, it's just difficult to break into retail. Is that?
Yes, in general terms, obviously it depends on the retailer. Some people say, no, I have no intention of letting you have my data, my content, et cetera, and outside of my premises. And other people say, yeah, please take it away. I'm a retailer. I don't want to have anything to do with this. One of my surprises in this context was when we came out with the first SaaS offering at Scala in Europe. One of the clients we signed up was LCL, which is Le Crédit Lyonnais, one of the top 5 banks in France. And the guys at the bank said, absolutely, I couldn't care less. I'm a bank. I don't want to have anything in my servers, again, my data farm that has nothing to do with financial data and banking data and account data. And I don't want your software anywhere near that stuff. Okay, so to my surprise, they basically embraced the SaaS concept, okay, right on for their branches to provide digital signage in their branches, okay? And that happened a lot in 3 years since the creation of the SaaS offering that I would call it the preliminary kind of primitive SaaS offering at Scala in 2000. When did we start the project? 2009. But the time we had an offering was 2009. In the first 3 years, revenue at Scala EMEA went up by 10-15% just because of that. So yes, back to your question, SaaS is a fundamental tool, shall we say, lever to entering the retail environment. I have no doubt about it. But then it depends on the retailer. Some retailers like it one way, some retailers like it the other. And the moment you have both, then you have a competitive advantage. Okay.
I guess, would you know the scale of these companies? I don't know, even just like range of revenue or employees would be helpful. I mean, I just want to get a sense of how big these guys are.
I have an idea. I can tell you, but at this point in time, I have no idea what the scale is of StrataCash. Remember that 2 years ago, StrataCash bought Scala.
Do you know what StrataCash was also in the space, or this is
very much
one
so.
aspect? Okay.
Yeah, very much so. StrataCash got into the space with an offering that software was, I'll say, gingerly, but it's true. StrataCash went into the space with a software offering was terrible. Terrible in the sense of unreliable. It just basically didn't work reliably and all that. But they through influences, the CEO of StrataCash, Chris Regal, a very well-connected individual. He comes from a wealthy family. They have lots of relationships, and one of those relationships was with McDonald's, and is with McDonald's, in the U.S. So if you've heard about 14,000 McDonald's restaurants in the U.S. with digital signage, digital menu boards, and things of that nature, that was running with StrataCash, and is running with StrataCash at this point in time. And through that, McDonald's said, okay, fine, we don't want to deal with this person ourselves. How about here? AT&T has a systems integration group. I forget what it's called exactly, but I can find out for you if you want. But the systems integration group basically deals with all of our IT needs. So why don't you talk with these guys? These guys will, whatever you provide, these guys will implement it for us. And that's how the project for McDonald's, run by StrataCash, was born. Okay, and this was in the 2011, 2012 timeframe. And they got to 14,000 McDonald's restaurants with a lot of hardware, software, services, and things of that nature. Many of the services provided by AT&T because StrataCash didn't have the capabilities, but it doesn't matter. StrataCash was the provider of record for McDonald's in the U.S., 14,000 restaurants. And I know a lot of this stuff and a lot of stuff that I cannot tell you because I met with the guys at AT&T. They called us in 2012, and they kind of told us, look, we're desperate. I mean, this thing, the software doesn't work, okay? And we understand